This original WSRE presentation is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
I'm originally from just north of San Francisco. I had a band out there for years called Clover, and one of the guys in Clover, I was the lead singer and songwriter, but one of the guys in Clover was this harmonica player named Huey, who became Huey Lewis when he changed his last name. And Huey had a little combo, and I think he had a couple hit records. And one of the ones that he had, I was part of, and so I'm going to start with that from the Back to the Future movies. Power of love is a curious thing. Make a one-man weep, make another man sing. Change a hawk to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love. Tougher than diamonds, rich like cream. Stronger and hotter than a bad girl's dream. Make a bad girl good, wrong one right. Power of love keeps you home at night. And it don't take money, don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and a sudden, it can be cruel sometime, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love. First time you feel it, it might make you mad. Next time you feel it, it might make you sad. But you'll be glad, baby, when you found that's the power makes the world go around. And it don't take money, don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and a sudden, it can be cruel sometime, but it might just save your life. They say that all in love is fair, oh, but you don't care, 'cause you'll know what to do when it gets hold of you. And with a little help from above, you feel the power of love. The power of love. And it don't take money, don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Tougher than diamonds, stronger than steel, or you won't feel nothing till you feel the power, you feel the power of love. That's the power of love. You feel the power of love. You feel the power of love. That's the power of love. Thank you. And that's the power of love.
That's it. All right, I'm going to start off with a song that you've not heard of before because it was written very recently. And it's a song that is all songwriters struggle a lot, I think, when they first start out especially. And this is about somebody, maybe not necessarily a songwriter, but a performer, having to work the hard road to get somewhere. It's called Girl with a Guitar. 1, 2, 3. I'm just a girl with a guitar. I make my rent, taking tips out of a jar. I strum a little rhythm, I fake a little soul, 'cause I sang my heart out a long time ago. Another night, another bar, just a girl with a guitar. The frets are worn, the strings are dead, but it's my baby, I keep it right beside my bed. Some nights I hear it crying, calling out to me, so I take it in my arms and rock it back to sleep, singing in the dark, just a girl with a guitar. When I was a child, I dreamed of a night I'd be up on the stage, baptized in light. But this road to fame and fortune has slowly changed my tunes, from good time rock and roll to gin soul blues. When I was a child, I dreamed of a night I'd be up on the stage, baptized in light. But this road to fame and fortune has slowly changed my tunes, from good time rock and roll to gin soul blues. Got my guitar, I make my rent, taking tips out of a jar. Oh, I strum a little rhythm, I fake a little soul, 'cause I sang my heart out a long time ago. Another night, another bar, just a girl with a guitar. Another night, another bar, just a girl with a guitar.
This is a song that goes back 33 years, all the way back to the beginning of Reba McEntire. This was her first #1 song, and it was written by a friend of mine named Tom Dampier and I, and we were sitting in a basement in a room with no windows, no light really. We were just down in the basement writing all day, and we worked all day long, didn't come up with any songs at all, and finally we just decided, okay, it's just not going to happen today, so let's play some blues. We started trying to swap 12-bar blues, and we couldn't even play the blues, and I said, you know, some days you can't even get the blues. And Tom said, whoa, you know, we should write that. And so 15 minutes later we had this thing done after getting nothing for the whole day. I walk into the kitchen, the silverware is gone, the furniture is missing, I guess you got it all, uh-huh. This is where it ought to hurt. Seem like every time you leave me, you try to think of something worse. I can't even get the blues no more. I try to worry like I did before, but nothing happens when I walk the floor. So what am I supposed to do? I toss and turn, but then I fall asleep. I'm going under, but it's not too deep. You wanna hurt me, but it's just no use. I can't even get the blues. Now this time ain't no different. No sun up in the sky, Sitting on the back porch, clouds are rolling by, This is where it all rains. But it doesn't really matter, to me it's all about the same. I can't even get the blues no more. I try to worry like I did before, but nothing happens when I walk the floor. So what am I supposed to do? I toss and turn, but then I fall asleep. I'm going under, but it's not too deep. You wanna hurt me, but it's just no use. I can't even get the blues no more. I try to worry like I did before, but nothing happens when I walk the floor. So what am I supposed to do? I toss and turn, but then I fall asleep. I'm going under, but it's not too deep. You wanna hurt me, but it's just no use. I can't even get the blues. Wanna hurt me, but it's just no use. I can't even get the blues. Thank you, Reba.
Where's your capo, mister?
Well, I can go deeper in history than that. I didn't have a Reba cut back then, but I recently wrote a book, and it's just out. It's called 867-5309 Jenny, the song that saved me. And in it, I go back to being a kid and finding refuge from a world I didn't really care for in music. And as I said, I started this band when I got out of high school, and we got a record deal with Fantasy Records. And this is like the first song that people ever took notice of. Elvis Costello's done it, and a bunch of people. Bob Dylan played it on his recent radio show that he did. So I'm going to play it just to show you how immature I was when I was 19, okay? Not like I've grown up a lot in the meantime. Mr. Moon, he's a powerful man, pulls the ocean on the land, makes men tell their women lies. When he comes over the rise, well, I was strolling through the town. That big old moon was shining down. I had a bottle in my hand. Oh, that night was looking grand. I ran into this girl I know, and we talked soft and low. And then we went out for a ride. My blood was surging like the tide, 'cause Mr. Moon, he's a powerful man. He pulls the oceans on the land, makes men tell their women lies. When he comes over the rise, well, now it's late, she has to go. She says be there, and I say, well, I'll show. But tomorrow's sun shines upon the world, and I forgot that little girl. 'Cause Mr. Moon, he's a powerful man. He pulls the ocean on the land, makes men tell their women lies. When he comes over the rise, Mr. Moon, Mr. Moon, Mr. Moon. Thank you.
I'm going to do a song that we had, several years ago. We got it cut in a movie called Saving Face, and it was sort of the Love's theme song. Back when we kind of switched genres when we were writing country, and then we just switched a little bit to a little more jazz. This is one of our jazz things. It's called Irresistible. Irresistible, inescapable, to break your spell, I'm incapable. You're like gravity, always pulling me. Did you have to be so totally irresistible, undeniable? You make my heart unreliable. It falls apart, you know, 'cause it finds you so irresistible. Like an impulse to leap from high places, I keep falling head over heels over you. Got no defense mechanism for your animal magnetism. My compulsion is such, I find you just irresistible, unbelievable. To let you go, inconceivable. And it's love for sure. I'm convinced that you're irresistible. Like an impulse to leap from high places, I keep falling head over heels over you. Got no defense mechanism for your animal magnetism. My compulsion is such, I find you just irresistible, undeniable. You make my heart unreliable. It falls apart, you know, 'cause it finds you so irresistible, irresistible. And it's love for sure. I'm convinced that you're irresistible.
This song, I was working out one day, and I was on one of those treadmills, like a gerbil, you know, running on a wheel. And I'm looking up at the TV screen, and this guy's talking about the bond market, and he said, the bond market held up all the way, you know, through 1 o'clock, and then it all went south, and it has this big red line. It's all going south. And I went, wait a minute, I'm from the South, you know, and I was kind of offended by the idea that, you know, when everything goes up, it's up, but when everything goes bad, it's south. And I didn't like that, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna write a song, and I'm gonna talk about when it all goes south is a good thing. It's sort of a state of mind.
Actually, we wrote this song together, and another.
Now the title though was my title.
Yes.
Yes. I have to point that out
they
to
are
her.
married.
Yeah. No, we started out with a whole different song, and we brought that
Oh, that's
title into
right.
it. Yeah,
That's right,
we
'cause
started
we
with a
were
whole
working
different
on
song.
another thing, yeah.
Yeah, and he said, "Wait a minute, I've got a title." And
Yeah.
we jumped on that one.
This
but-
is you and I and John Jarvis.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
And
John Jarvis wasn't from the South at all. He was from California.
he's from Southern California, though.
And yes, Southern California. There you go. But from the South, but not our part of the South where we knew all the idioms, and he was having a hard time understanding.
Grasping some of them.
Yeah, we're having an argument about eating moon pies and drinking RC Cola. He says, people don't do that.
Don't
I said,
do
yes,
that.
they do.
Yes, they do. It'll sneak up on you like a kudzu vine, even miles above the Mason-Dixon line, till one day you're craving hominy grits, scanning the jukebox for George Jones hits, drinking Jack Black, trying to kick back, till the condo's looking like a shotgun shack. You'll be one of us no matter where you're at. When it all goes south,
we'll be driving around on John Deere tractors.
when it all goes south,
Wearing baseball caps, but they won't be backwards.
Y'all, it really don't matter what state you're in. Someday the South's gonna rise again. There's a Wall Street wonder boy sitting up north, throwing darts like a monkey at a stock report. He's got 2 homes, car loans and debt, and his 3rd divorce ain't even final yet. He traded his MBA for an SUV on a backwoods road down in Tennessee, 'cause man, Manhattan ain't the place to be. When it all goes south,
Neath the live oak trees and the sweet magnolia,
when it all goes south,
we'll be eating moon pies, drinking RC Cola.
Y'all, it really don't matter what state you're in. Someday the South's gonna rise again. Here's the easiest bridge we ever wrote. Here it is. Pittsburgh, Birmingham, Natchez, and Savannah, Panama City, y'all, it sure looks pretty in the sunshine, getting Dixie fried. Get yourself some rebel pride. When it all goes south,
The draw that's thick as a Mississippi mud.
when it all goes south,
We'll be singing the blues 'cause it's in your blood.
y'all, it really don't matter what state you're in. Someday the South's gonna rise again. All right, everybody now, you gotta know the words. When it all goes south,
We're driving around on John Deere tractors.
when it all goes south,
Wearing baseball caps, but they won't be back.
when it all goes south,
With a draw as thick as a Mississippi mud.
when it all goes south,
We'll be singing the blues 'cause it's in your blood. When it all goes south. When it all goes south.
I'd like to thank Alabama for cutting that song for us.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
You know, when I was a kid, I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up in Northern California, so we did have RC Cola, though. You know, we really did.
Do you have moon
Yeah.
pies? I think moon pies are from Nashville, actually.
But you know, I grew up back in the '50s, and it was an era when they were like hard guys. We used to call them hard guys. You kind of like guys with their hair all, you know, pomaded up, and they go around punching you, you know, on the shoulder and stuff. I didn't like that at all. I was like, I was one of those kids who just didn't like to fight. You know, I was happy when the Beatles came out and the whole world changed over. For me, that was good. But the one thing I've always wanted to have when I was a kid is I wanted a microphone that would reach the whole world. And that's one of the reasons why I became a songwriter. And I don't know, I guess I haven't really reached the whole world, even though a couple of my songs are pretty well known. But this is a song here it's about that. And Huey Lewis recorded it in 1988. It was a #2 song. Everybody's looking for a perfect world. You could have everything your heart desires. A perfect boy will meet a perfect girl, and their perfect love will set the world on fire. Now what you gonna do when 1 and 1 makes 3? And a vision of the future is impossible to see. Nobody's perfect, not even a perfect fool. But if you have faith in me, well, I keep faith with you. 'Cause there ain't no living in a perfect world. There ain't no perfect world anyway. Ain't no living in a perfect world. But we keep on dreaming of living in a perfect world. Whoa. Everybody's got secrets, now you know that it's true. You can talk about me, well, I'll talk about you. Something happens to the pledges of trust. Down through the years, they begin to rust. Now here we are amid the tears and the laughter, still waiting for happily ever after. Well, we keep on dreaming as long as we can. Remember and understand that there ain't no living in a perfect world. There ain't no perfect world anyway. Ain't no living in a perfect world. But we keep on dreaming, living in a perfect world. Whoa, 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 you and I, we keep on dreaming, living in a perfect world. There's a perfect world somewhere, we keep on dreaming, living in a perfect world. Whoa, living in a perfect world. Whoa, living in a perfect world. Thank you. Thanks.
Rick and I have been married for quite a number of years. About 30. We're getting close to 40.
128 years.
Dog
Those are
years.
dog years, let me tell you. Yeah.
But we've been co-writing together, or co-fighting as we call it, for almost that long. Almost
at least that long, yeah.
And anyway, we really got into a groove maybe about 10 or 15 years where we kind of suddenly found our voice, which is the hard thing for songwriters to do, I think, especially when you're trying to be a professional songwriter, writing for so many different people. But this song is a song that, so far only I have cut it. It would be nice if we could get someone else to cut it. It's one of our kind of, what we call a little bit of a country jazz. It's called Am I Naive? Am I naive? Am I a fool to fall in love? Foolish me. What in the world was I thinking of? Right from the start, I gave you my heart. Oh, how crazy can that be? If I love you too much, maybe I'm just naive. Is it not smart to let your kiss start to get to me? Could my heart merely be playing a trick on me? I should play it safe, but it's just too late. I'm in way too deep. If I love you too much, let's say I'm just naive. I'd rather fall risking it all than wonder what I might have missed. When you hold me this way, it's easy to make up my mind. But the question is, am I naive? Am I a fool to fall in love? Foolish me. What in the world was I thinking of? Oh, and right from the start, I gave you my heart. Oh, how crazy can that be?
If I love you too much, maybe I'm just naive. If I love you too much, well, let's say I'm just naive. Thank you. Thank you.
Now from the sublime to the ridiculous. I'll do a song for you that this is recorded by Garth Brooks, and so far it's sold 40 million copies. Thank you, Garth. Yeah, he's really good for your bank account, I can tell you, and he's a good guy, and he's not a drinking man, so I had to actually go out and do all the original research on this song for him. But no sacrifice is too great for art. So, and my co-writer on this is a guy named Steve Warner, the sweetest guy you ever meet. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand, and jukebox don't start playing that song again. There's a girl at home who loves me, you know she won't understand. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand. Well, Barbara, mirror on the wall, go stare at someone else. Or don't show the world the fool I am, just keep it to yourself. Long neck bottle over my hand, and jukebox don't start playing that song again. There's a girl at home who loves me, you know she won't understand. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand. Well, dance floors seem to run underneath my feet everywhere I turn. I'd waltz right out of those swinging doors, but that's the one step I can't learn. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand, and jukebox don't start playing that song again. There's a girl at home who loves me, you know she won't understand. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand. That's actually where the record ends, but there was one verse that Steve and I wrote that we thought was genius, but it was left off the record, so I always put it back in. So here it is, and you can decide for yourself. Well, if she thought there was someone else, our romance would be through. So Barstool, we can't let her know that I'm stuck on you. Long neck bottle. Was that right? I mean, and jukebox don't start playing that song again. There's a girl at home who loves me, you know she won't understand. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand. There's a girl at home who loves me, you know she won't understand. Long neck bottle, let go of my hand. Thank you so much, and thank you, Garth and Steve.
Well, when I was writing my book, I had to go back over my life, which was painful in a lot of ways. But one thing it did, it put me back in touch with thoughts of my mom, who passed away when I was pretty young. And this song I'm going to play, it was only recorded by David Soul. Remember from Starsky and Hutch?
Yeah, absolutely.
But David Soul is like big in Germany, okay? So
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, David Soul is actually a big star in Germany. And there's a video of this song being done with a symphony orchestra.
Wow.
You know, but
that's excellent.
I never, I found it on Somebody told me it was on YouTube, so I looked it up, found it.
You made millions of YouTube bucks on that one.
Yeah, I made 0. But,
Or the 1 cent
That's
check.
what I mean, millions of YouTube bucks.
We got a check for 1 cent one time
Yes,
for one
we
of
did.
those. Hey.
anyway, takes me back to my childhood. Leave a light on to light my way home. Leave a light on to shine on the streets below. And say a prayer for me, so everyone will know. And say a prayer for everyone on the streets below. Now, in this moment of weakness, I come to you, seeking a place where love will last forever. In every heart is a vision of a simple life. Another place, another time. In each of us are some memories that we keep alive. A simple life, a simple life. Now there are doors open. There are doors that are closed. The paths are many, and sometimes it's hard to know. So say what you will, say what you will, say it, but you're only asking questions. Say it for me, say it for me, say it till we understand the meaning. Remembering the feelings of a simple life. In every heart is a vision of a simple life. Another place, another time. In each of us there are some memories that we keep alive. A simple life, a simple life. A simple life. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We were talking about when sometimes the director, music directors will call you and ask you to, well, if you're lucky, we got that call one time, and we worked really hard on writing some songs for it, and then they called us back and said, well, they decided to use a big name writer from New York to do the whole thing, so we didn't get any songs cut on it, but we got some good songs out of it, so we thought, you know, hey, at least
It was from the.
it made us write some songs.
It was from the massive flop movie Down with Love.
Yeah, we were glad it flopped. You know, that's what you get, your big name.
Like children, think of Christmas when the calendar says June. Sweet anticipation leaves no heart immune. But if to romance you aspire, in choosing your true object of desire. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes wishing isn't wise. Be careful what you dream of. Don't be lulled by lullabies. Don't think of what might be in some swell fantasy. It's cold reality that must be learned. When love ignores the facts, puts wings upon your back, you'll find those wings are wax and you get burned. Be careful what you hope for. Don't believe in fairy tales. Be careful what you scheme for. When your best laid plan still fails, be careful who you long for. Every night and every day, be careful what you wish for. You might wish your life away. Be careful who you long for. Every night and every day, be careful what you wish for, or you wish your life away.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a song. This was recorded by a group called the Whites.
As well as
and
Reba.
Reba
did you-
McEntire. Yeah,
uh-huh.
once again, Reba. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Pins and needles, needles and pins. One by one I feel them at my heart again. I think I'm getting over you and then. Pins and needles, needles and pins. I don't know why I get uneasy every time I hear your name. I feel a sting from every memory that we made. Pins and needles, needles and pins. One by one I feel them at my heart again. I think I'm getting over you and then. Pins and needles, needles and pins. That tiny ache can always find me every time that you are near. Those little things can still remind me you don't care. Pins and needles, needles and pins. One by one I feel them at my heart again. I think I'm getting over you and then. Pins and needles, pins and needles, pins and needles, needles and pins.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I come from a rock and roll background. obviously. Growing up in Northern California, we didn't really know much about country back then. I didn't really get country music until the Beatles came out, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Definitely.
when the Beatles did Act Naturally, then somebody produced Buck Owens records, and man, I just went ape for country at that point. And, especially old stuff, you know, Hank Williams and Bob Wills and that kind of stuff. But mostly I grew up, you know, listening to bands that played really simple chord progressions, and when the 60s came along, I loved bands like the Kinks and the Stones and stuff, and so I was always trying to find those 4 chords that would, you know, be different, you know, and so one day I was sitting underneath this plum tree in my backyard, and I was going, I thought, that's the same. So what if I went, oh, that's different. And I went to 8675309. I'm like, what the heck is that? I had no idea, but I liked it a lot. So I kept playing it. And one thing about being a rock and roll guy is that I've always thought that the key to a hit single was having a guitar riff in the beginning. You know, like Satisfaction. It goes,
Oh, yeah.
so anyway, so I started playing around with these chords. I was going, what can I come up with? I went, it turned into this.
Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? You give me something I can hold on to. I know you think I'm like the others before. You saw your name and number up on the wall. Jenny, I got your number. I'm gonna make you mine. Jenny, don't change that number. 8675309.
You're supposed to answer.
8675309.
8675309.
Jenny, Jenny, you're the girl for me. You don't know me, but you make me so happy. I tried to call you before, but I lost my nerve. I tried my imagination, but I was disturbed. That's what they say about me. Jenny, I got your number. I'm gonna make you mine. Jenny, don't change that number. 8675309.
8675309.
8675309.
8675309.
Not in harmony.
I got it, I got it. I got your number on the wall. I got it for a good time call. Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? For the price of a dime, I can always turn to you.
It's gone up. It's not a dime anymore, is it?
At 8675309.
8675309.
8675309.
8675309.
5309. 5309.
Well, there you go. Girl's number on the bathroom wall. Go figure.
We were sitting around writing one day, and Rick wanted to write a dark song. He said,
you ever, when you're writing for movies, you either have to get a project where you get the script, the producer will call you up or something, so we need something for this scene, or you have to just write for a genre and just hope. And so there's so many vampire movies out there. I thought, it's time to write a vampire movie. There's not really that many recognizable vampire movies, and I thought we might corner the market.
All day long I stay inside. I find the sun an unforgiving light. I'm waiting for that witching hour when magic comes to life. After dark, when stars are shivering above, when I have nothing but your love to cover me. After dark, we make two silhouettes unite. The jealous moon looks on a sight no other see. The thoughts I shouldn't think about, the thrills I won't allow throughout the day. Secrets that the night keeps hidden, fantasies that I've forbidden, all come right out when I turn the light out. After dark, when evening shadows draw the shade, no one will ever know the way you touch my heart. After dark. The thoughts I shouldn't think about, the thrills I won't allow throughout the day. Secrets that the night keeps hidden, fantasies that I've forbidden, all come right out when I turn the light out. After dark.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where is that ship of mine? Come to take me home. The currents of my life got me tumbling over stones, pulling me under. And I wonder how I can go on when I wanna be where the still waters run. I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna be where the still waters run. Where is the tenderness, the open hand of mercy? What's become of forgiveness? The angels watching over me. Oh, I look in the mirror at the stranger that I have become, and I wanna be where the still waters run. 'Cause still waters run deep somewhere in my soul. I'm gonna hold on till I find them. Until then, all I know is that I wanna be, I wanna be, where the still waters run. Oh, I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna be where the still waters run, where the still waters run, where the still waters run.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not usually the show closer, I can tell you that. I'm not usually even the show opener, but this song is near and dear to my heart because it basically tells the real story of Nashville.
And we are from Nashville.
And we are from Nashville and the music business in Nashville, and so I'm just going to do this one now that I hope that the cameras aren't rolling. Never drew my last $5 from the bank. Never understood why Hank Williams drank. Till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Never lost a woman to a drummer before. Never cried on the shoulder of I-24. Till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville. Never sang through my nose with the hillbilly twang. Never knew a broken heart was a tangible thing. Till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Never had to hock my wedding ring or had my whole life hanging by a guitar string. Till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville. Well, it ain't about the money, ain't about the fame, ain't about the lawyers all playing the game. It ain't about your mama, it ain't about a train. It's just about a man with a song to sing. Never did see my name in lights. Never had a tour bus and 3 ex-wives. Till I got to Nashville. Everybody. Oh, till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Never owned a pair of custom cowboy boots or ate chicken from a bucket in a Manuel suit. Till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Never chased a dream like a man possessed, just to give it all back to the IRS. Till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville.
Till I got to Nashville.
Oh, till I got to Nashville. Thank you, folks, for coming out.
Thank you.